Scrapper Bob here. I've been out here cleaning up these parts, cleaning up this transmission, getting it nice and shiny. Got my fuel pump nice and shiny. Working on the power steering pump, and got the starter all nice and shiny. I'll paint all this stuff eventually, and this is all stuff going in my 75 Camaro. So as you can see, this Camaro is pretty much a basket case. It's been sitting here in this spot for about 13 years now. When I moved out of this house where my parents lived, I didn't take it with me. They said it was cool if I'd have stored it there. And it's been sitting there for 13 years now. Just waiting for me to get my stuff together and bring it on to my new house that I moved into about 13 years ago. But, now I'm trying to get another house. So, anyways, the story behind this Camaro is that one day I was cruising Craigslist. This was back in like 2007, I'd say. And I'm cruising Craigslist, and I come across this Camaro right here, this 1975 Camaro. And I think it was like $200 or $300. And it came with more parts than the guy could list on the Craigslist ad. I mean, it came with all kinds of stuff. And another story behind this car, the guy that had it, well, he drag raced this car at Ohio Valley for many years. And then one day he came up with the idea that he was going to make this a 70 to 73 clone. And he collected all the parts to make this thing a 70 to 73 clone. The quarters for the straight window, the rear sheet metal for the taillights, the bumpers for the front, all kinds of stuff. And everything came with the car. And I even got he even had a set of 67 to 69 fenders and quarters that he threw in with the deal as well. This guy, so I go over there to look at it. And this guy had, like a 2-car garage just full of this Camaro and all kinds of Camaro stuff. And he said that, he's done with cars and he likes motorcycles a lot more now. He's gotten into motorcycles and that's his new thing. And he just wanted to clear everything out and start over fresh. And I was like, damn, it's too good of a deal to pass up. So I took it. And I paid him his money. I got the car towed. And then it took me 3 pickup truck loads to get all the parts to my house. It was crazy. This thing came with I think it was 7 or 8 doors he had. 2nd generation Camaro doors. It's like 6 of them were roller windows. And then he had a set of power window ones. Everything came with it. I had like 2 or 3 deck lids. Came with it. Hoods, interior, a dash pad, gauge clusters. I'm talking, and I sold everything to make all the parts that he had collected to make the car a clone. I sold, and I made way more than what I paid. I made a damn good amount on the 67 to 69 fenders and quarters. That almost made me whole right there, just those few little parts. And I had 3 pickup truck loads of parts. And, luckily at this time, I had a buddy who does it. We have this huge swap meet here in town once a year. And I have a buddy who does it every year. And he let me go in half on one of his booths. And I unloaded a lot of this stuff there and got a lot of my money back. And then I put that money into my baby, my 78 Camaro. I got some Z28 wheels at that swap meet. And the trim and the caps and some other stuff I needed for it. But now, so here we are 13 years later, and it's time for me to start working on this car. And it's not going to be anything special. I want this to be the car that I can drive like a bat out of hell. I can drive, 45 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour down a gravel road and not give a crap. So this car really is not going to be nice. This car is just going to be a driver to go out and have fun with. If I go through a big mud puddle and a bunch of dirt, I'm not going to care. Whereas with my '78 Camaro, it only comes out with pristine weather conditions.